Alicia.
Hi, Miss Grant.
Welcome back. It's
Thank you.
so good to see you again.
Yeah, you too.
So, how was the plan we made last week? How did it go? How was your week last week?
It was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. Your body language said a little different. So, walk me through how it went, so we can see how okay it went.
Well, I did use the headphones, and that was great. But for some reason, I still am having a hard time in my first two classes.
Okay. I remember last week we came up with a plan to change up how your sleeping habits. How did you remember the sleeping habits we discussed?
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Because you said you were having a hard time falling asleep, so the plan was to work on getting you to bed a little bit earlier. How do you think that worked out?
I went to bed early, but for some reason, I just was like laying there, and I kept looking at the clock, and so I don't think I went to sleep very much earlier.
No. So how was it, since you didn't go to bed much earlier? So was it a tad bit earlier?
Sometimes,
just depends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And did you notice how did you feel once you got into school into your first and second period?
Really tired.
Yeah. So it was about the same.
It felt like it.
Yeah.
It felt like it. I was hoping it was going to be better.
So when you did get into those periods, what was your feeling? Was it the same unfocusedness, or how was it?
Yeah, just like not really able to focus.
Okay.
Like when I got to the next class, I didn't even remember what happened in the class before.
Okay. How does that make you feel?
Not good.
Not good?
Yeah.
A little frustrating?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So, I hear what you're saying. So, the early bedtime, you tried, which is great. I'm glad you did give it a try, but it didn't really work. And when you got to school, you still felt the same, still felt unfocused, a little frustrated. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So, what do you think? So, I guess I'm trying to figure out. So, when you are in those classes, in your two first period classes, is there anything or any small moments? Just think of any small moments that happen that give you a little bit of focus. Any of those moments ever where you're in class and you're like, I'm actually I can focus a little bit. Anything ever happen that sticks out that makes you focus a little bit more than usual?
Maybe like if my teacher calls on me specifically,
Okay.
or asks me a question and I actually know the answer. I think that makes me pay a little bit better attention.
Okay. Okay. So if you're in class and they, call out, hey, Kanisha, can you tell me about the reading overnight? That usually makes you stay a little bit focused.
Right. And also, like, if I'm zoned out and I hear people laughing, then I feel like I kind of pop into paying attention.
Okay. Alrighty. That sounds good. So it sounds like when you're actually engaging in class, it actually makes you focus a little more because it kind of draws you in a bit. Is that what I'm hearing?
Maybe so. I think so, yeah.
Okay. So when you are engaged in class and actively answering questions when they call on you, do you feel like you're staring at walls, or do you actually answer the question when they call on you?
I mean, normally then I'm like,
yeah,
it kind of wakes me into paying attention. And so if she calls on me, I answer the question.
Okay, alrighty. That's good. So what do you think that we could do to, because, We want to plan those goals, try to get you. Our goal is to get you where you need to get so that you can feel good, you know, so you're not frustrated, so that you can focus a little bit more in classes. Because you told me in the last session that's something that you really want to do is to be able to focus. So, how were those last classes? The classes after third and fourth period, after first and second period, you were able to focus a little bit more.
Yeah, those seem to be okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're not staring at walls or just in the air or anything.
I feel like I'm kind of awake by then and paying attention more. And
okay, are those classes that you have more interest into?
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay, so let's what do you think about planning a SMART goal today? And a SMART goal is just pretty much a goal that you are going to lead and help with so that we can get closer to your goal, which is to be able to focus in those first 2 periods and to not feel as frustrated. Okay?
I like that plan.
So, earlier in our conversation, you said that when you're engaging, when the teachers call on you, that you're able to focus more when you're answering questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what are some things you think you could do in preparation in order to plan a SMART goal so that you can engage more maybe in class? Do you have any?
Maybe I could think of a question before class.
Okay.
Or if I know what we're going to talk about the next day, or in reading, which is my other class, maybe I could like preview the chapter or link up the title of what we're going to read just to kind of be more ready.
Okay. And that sounds good. So what kind of, how would you remember these questions? Would it be a question for each class or, yeah? Yeah,
maybe I could do one for first period.
Okay.
And then one for second period.
Okay. Alrighty. That's a great idea. I like that. Do you think that's something that's doable that you could do? You feel comfortable doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I could do that.
Okay. So, what I hear you saying is you want to go home the night before and prepare by maybe reading a little bit so that you can ask a little bit more questions so that you can get more elaborate answer from your instructor, from your teacher, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That definitely, I think that sounds good. What do you think about it? You think?
I think that would help because then at least I am thinking about something that's related to the class. So maybe that'll help me pay better attention.
That sounds like a great idea. Because mostly, you know how some kids are when you have a question in class and your teacher just did a lesson, you have that question, you know how everybody has their hands up and that moment of excitement you have. So that could stir up some excitement too. Once you have that question, make you more eager to get into that class so that you can ask this question. So that's a great idea. I think that we can definitely try that. You said the headphones are going good too?
The headphones really helped.
Okay.
Really helped on the bus.
Okay, so you're gonna still maybe try that out and do your question. What's your you say you're gonna write it down or maybe just keep it in your memory?
Maybe I should write it down because sometimes if I'm not focused, my memory won't.
Oh,
really.
Yeah.
I have sticky notes.
Oh, yeah, you could do that. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Look, I love this. These goals you're creating for yourself. How does it feel when you're creating goals for yourself?
Really good. Like, kind of like solving the problem.
Yeah? Okay, this is good. So, is there anything else that you wanted to discuss today?
No, I think I can start with that.
Okay.
I can write down a question for each class. and then just make sure I have that ready, and hopefully I get to ask it.
Okay. Alrighty, so I guess as usual, we'll do Thursdays again. Does Thursday work out for you?
Thursday's good.
Okay, we're gonna do Thursdays again. I'm gonna call you, and I'm excited to see how this goes because you seem excited.
Yeah.
You seem, and your body language is even different from the beginning of the session.
Yeah.
Too. So
I feel better.
Yeah, you feel a little better. Okay, so I think you're doing a great job. Keep up the great work, and I will see you next Thursday and send you a pass to come back to the session. Okay.
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 Thanks, Miss Grant. Okay.